So this is not a test bike, this is my bike. I don't know what we're going to do next in terms of like modifications and stuff, but you guys know me, you know I'm not going to be leaving it standard. I don't want to be too much of a hoon and like crash it first day. Shit, yeah, man. Back on an adventure bike. This is just a quick video. I'm just saying hi and updating you guys on my bike situation. So this is not a test bike, this is my bike. I purchased this today. This is my literal first ride. I just picked it up a couple of hours ago, and I gave it a wash because it was pretty filthy. The whole thing was kind of rushed, but this is my new 2021, well, new to me. It is second-hand, 2021 KTM Super Adventure R. I'm loving it. So I just made the rash decision and I sold both of my bikes. So my Aprilia is gone, that was a sad day, and my Harley is gone. That was dropped off yesterday to cool dude. And so this is my only bike. I just decided, you know what, it's just stupid having two bikes. It's a lot of money tied up. I'm not a rich man, so I decided, fuck it, I'm going to sell one and I want to go back to adventure bikes. But I didn't want something boring, so I got the Super Adventure R. I mean, you can't get much less boring for an adventure bike, really. Funny though, I really wanted the BMW GSA. I don't know why, I couldn't even explain it. I just really wanted one. I think it was because I've watched that series with Ewan McGregor and that so many times that I'm just obsessed with it. And they look pretty cool if you can do them up, but I was pretty much set on one, on a brand new GSA. And I went into the shop and I was literally about to put a deposit on one, and I was just like, alright, I'm just going to go away and think about it. And then I saw this pop up, and this was $11,000 less than the GSA was going to cost me. I mean, this isn't brand new, but the GSA was going to cost me $40,000, $39,999, and this was 29 grand. It's only done 4,000 Ks. It's got an SC Project exhaust, although I think it's been jimmy rigged up from something else, so I don't know what the story is with that, but I'm going to do some research. It's got a couple of little bits, but nothing major. Headlight guard, high fender kit. I think that's about it, really. It's got like a Jivy hard case thing on the back, and yeah, this is literally just picked it up today, and I'm fucking stoked with it, honestly. It's so sick. I've never ridden one. I never got to test ride one because of all the cyclones and flooding and everything that's been going on the last couple of weeks, and wedding season. I've been super busy, so I just never got the chance to actually try one. So today is literally my first time riding a Super Adventure R, and I'm so stoked with it. It's so sick. I don't know what we're going to do next in terms of like modifications and stuff, but you guys know me, you know I'm not going to be leaving it standard. Yeah, but for now, a bunch of new content coming up on this one. Anyway, let's start it up. It sounds pretty sick. I did put the DB killer in it because it was super loud, so I've got that in there, but it sounds pretty good now. It's still quite rowdy, but love having a center stand. Anyway, I don't have much battery life and I have to get home for dinner, so we'll just go for a quick spin and show you guys what this thing's all about. I'm pretty rusty off-road as well, but you know, it's got some pretty good tyres on it. Battle Axe AX41s. I'm loving it, man. It's so cool. It's a huge bike, but you know, it doesn't feel that big when you're riding it. I never ended up getting to ride the GS either, and I just figured, you know what, I can save 11 grand by buying this, and you know, if I decide in the future I want a GS, then you know, I'm not going to lose a lot of money on this if I sell it. And also there was pretty sure there's a new GS coming out this year or next year, like an all new model, so I was like, I don't want to buy a 2023 and then a new model comes out, and I'd be, you know, I wouldn't be pissed, but I'd be like, come on, you know. Anyway, I've got it in rally mode at the moment. I've been riding it in rally mode, and I've been liking that just because I can customize it. It's more like my Aprilia. You got these up and down whatever toggle here, so you can change the traction control on the fly, and you can still have ABS on and everything. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a proper like first impressions, first ride, and then I got low fuel, fuck, and then I'll give you guys a proper review after I've been riding it for ages. And yeah, I don't know, man, I'm stoked to have an adventure bike again. I'm stoked to have one that still is, you know, has my hooligan blood in it. Yeah, I'm just pumped. I'm real pumped. I'm pumped to do some adventuring around New Zealand and show you guys some of the sights and scenes. I've toured around New Zealand a few times in four-wheel drives, but I've never done it on like a touring bike or something like this, so that's going to be super fun. But yeah, I need luggage options. I need a phone mount, like a GPS mount. I probably going to need some saddlebags, but like I want you know, side bags, but the soft luggage. I don't want hard cases. Maybe a hard top case, because that'll hold all my camera gear and stuff. I've had a few messages and comments about the flooding here in New Zealand, and people just saying they hope I'm okay, which is awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, that's cool. You know, this is like the one adventure bike I reckon that can legitimately do all of it. You could put some sticky tires on it, take it to the track, and like thrash some sports bike riders for sure. And yeah, great off-road, better off-road than the GS. Not quite as good on-road as the GS, but I rode down the motorway today after I picked it up to get back to my house. It was like a 40-minute ride, and it was fine. It was mean. Roads were pretty wet and stuff, but yeah, really comfortable. Even with these knobbies on it, it was fine. So for the followers that are not in New Zealand and are wondering about the situation with all the flooding and that, I'm in Auckland. We did get hit pretty hard. Like, there's a lot of damage around here, more damage than I ever remember in my lifetime. But like Hawke's Bay down further south, like 5-6 hours south, they got hit so bad. Had a few dead and stuff. It's really horrible, man. But you know, we just have to come together again as a country and work through it. By the way, I'm trying out I've had a lot of comments on videos saying I'm sure you can't use stabilisation with ND filters, and I'm obviously using ND filters, and I always use stabilisation, and I think it looks fine. I've never had an issue with how the footage looks or anything. But yeah, I've had a few people say you know, you're supposed to turn the stabilisation off. I can understand why. I mean, I am a photographer, but you know, I get it with the settings and stuff. But I just thought I would try it today anyway. So I have no stabilisation on at all, and I still have the ND filter on and everything. See how it looks. I reckon it's going to be too shaky, but you guys wanted me to try it, so I'm trying it. Man, the slip control on this thing is fucking apeshit. It's so good. Anyway, I don't want to be too much of a hoon and like crash it first day. But yeah, that's just a quick update, guys. Like I said, it's a 2021 KTM 1290 Super Adventure R. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful of a name. But I'm super excited about it. It's such a playful bike. For such a big machine, it's very, very playful. See that third gear at like 25k an hour, and it still just chugged along crazy. Anyway, yeah, quick update. I gotta get some fuel, I gotta head home, but expect a bunch of videos coming out, and I'm keen to hear your thoughts on modifications and like extra bits I should buy for it. She's a wheelie machine. One thing I had noticed like instantly on this bike, the way it's set up, like the geometry of the rear suspension and everything, and probably the chain like length and where the front sprocket is. When you floor it, the bike just kind of like lifts. Instead of like the front lifting, the whole bike kind of lifts up. It's crazy. Real confidence inspiring. And it's just so quick for such a big bike. On the knobbies.